Well, for those of you listening, you may not realize, but if you're watching the podcast today on YouTube, then you can tell we're up to very serious things because on my head are some reindeer headband, all covered in glittery gold. I'm Marcy Markusa. This is Manitoba, and our podcast today has some holiday stories to share, which I love. You can't really be serious or not feel good, I should say. You know, you can't not feel joy when you have something like this on your head. Cory Funk, Abi Adeyemi.
I gotta say, I was in here before you this morning, like early in the morning, and you came in here with a lot of holly jolly energy this morning. It was overwhelmingly wonderful.
I kind of love it. I love it.
Right? Yeah. I know. Well, we all know Abby loves it. You're always holly jolly over there. We actually do have content from Manitoba that matters to this place that has to do with the holidays. So you got to wait for that because we have this interview with this lovely little girl who's going to be in the Nutcracker this year. Got me all thinking, not just about, wearing reindeer ears, but being the belle when I was 5. I don't know if I was any good at it. I probably talked too much. But, those little memories of being in the Christmas show, the holiday concert. Did you do that?
Oh, yeah. I was in the Christmas pageants at church all the time. And then we would also...
Put the towel on your head, be the shepherd?
Yeah, exactly.
That was always a thing in my
I
church.
think I got to be Joseph one year. It was a pretty big deal.
Ooh,
and then we always would sing before our Christmas gifts. Like me and my 11 of us cousins, before we opened gift, we all had to do some little performance. So then I would...
What do you mean you had to do some performance?
Like, it's like you can't open gifts until we've all gone up in front of the parents and done some sort of like sing a song or like recite a Bible verse or something like that. Yeah.
How are you like in some therapy for that?
Yeah. So this day...
Kids... Nothing for you unless
every time a Christmas tree comes on, I'm like, I just have memories of the kid goes up, oh, Christmas tree. Or it was more German. Oh, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum.
Wow, you can't even do it in full voice.
I know. See, now I need to. Okay, I'm just going to call my therapist 1 second here.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, there were lots of performances in my house. I know everyone's shocked. How about you, Abby?
I played Baby Jesus for a very long time, like year back to back. My mom, I don't know if that was like my mom punishing me to be a good kid or...
Wait, how old were you when you played Baby Jesus?
Like, she literally brought me in from like that 2-year-old kid playing Baby Jesus, and the next year she brought me back, and the year after, and the organizers were like, well, this is now like a grown baby.
And your mom was like, my kid is kid. Jesus. Okay? He's the best one of all the kids. Put him in.
She took it very personal, and then they wanted to cast me as a tree. And she's like, hell no, he's not going to be a tree. And then I played the drummer boy.
Okay, we are not going to top that story, but we are about to hear from a really adorable little Manitoba girl on This Is Manitoba. That's funny. All right, so let's get into who she is playing. It's not a Baby Jesus role. It is one of the angels in a classic Christmas production in the city of Winnipeg. So you might have seen the RWB's production of the Nutcracker. It's a holiday tradition. And for one young girl, the dream of being on stage is a reality. She was actually in it last year. She's in it again this year. Her name is Tessa Jones. She's 10. As I mentioned, she plays an angel in the production from the RWB. And at the time that I spoke with her, which is you're about to hear, she was just getting ready for her big moment on stage. How are you this morning?
Good.
Good. So when's your first performance as an angel?
Saturday.
How are you feeling about it?
Excited.
Yeah, you were a mouse last year, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what did the mouse have to do?
Say they wanted more cheese and fight the Mounties.
Fight how?
Throw peas and cheese and punch.
That must have been kind of fun, but did you throw it like a ballerina, like very carefully, or were you just out there like a mouse?
We were just out there.
How is the angel role different?
Well, it has lots of different requirements. It's got a trickier costume to put on, and it's got a bigger role.
Got it. So you've moved up and you have a bigger role. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you love about doing ballet?
Looking pretty.
Oh, I bet. You do look pretty. You can lean away from the mic now and have a look. You can turn your head. We're looking at the stream that's on YouTube. If people are listening to the show and watching on YouTube, you can see that's Tessa all dressed up as an angel. What's it like to perform in that kind of a costume? Because you've got what's on your head there?
It's a wig of gold ribbons, which is supposed to be the angel's hair.
Oh, I like that. Is it hard to keep it on? Are you worried that it's going to fly off or what?
No, there's a strap under your chin, and then it's got like a kind of thing that tucks under your bun so
Oh.
it stays.
Okay, you can't see that, so they did a good job with that. How did dress rehearsal go? I heard that was yesterday, I think.
Yeah, it was till 10. It was good.
Wow. How much have you been practicing for this? Lots of rehearsals?
There's been 8.
Okay.
There mostly been 1 hour, but one was half an hour.
Yeah. How long have you been dancing? We mentioned 10, so how old were you when you started?
I was 3, so I've been dancing for 7 years.
What do you dream about? I was talking about, how people sometimes dream about their futures as a dancer.
Well, I really want to be a professional dancer, but I also like baking, and so I don't know how I'm going to do both. But
Maybe you can be a dancing baker or something. There's something there. I think there's something there. The Nutcracker is obviously a big tradition in Winnipeg. So you've been the mouse. You're doing the angel thing this year. Do you dream of playing other roles?
well, I really want to get better, and when I'm older, I'll hopefully try out for maybe snowflakes or something.
You get on stage, and obviously there's a big audience because I mentioned this like a big Christmas holiday show in Winnipeg. Usually it's packed. What does it feel like being up there? Like, can you see everybody, or what's it like being on stage?
You can't even see anyone in the front row. The lights are so bright on stage, and the lights are so dark, and so you just look like you're dancing into pitch black. So that makes it look like easier.
Okay, so you like that you can't
Yeah.
see people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because do you get nervous still? Because you've done this a bit. So
Yeah, I get nervous when I see my audience.
Oh, okay. So you like that? You like when the lights are up? Yeah. What advice do you have if someone's listening and they might, not be dancing, but they dream of doing what you're doing, being on stage with the RWB?
Don't be nervous, because the person who trains all the little kids for their roles is Miss Emily. She was my teacher last year. She's really good. She's really fun, and she's kind.
Okay. So you had a really good teacher at the RWB there for this.
Yeah, and there's also really nice stage hands back there, and so they'll help you get, say, go now. You go over there now. And then there's a bunch of people who help you get your costume on, so you don't have to worry about that.
Got it. Why would you worry about that? Is it hard to get on that thing?
Yeah, because you have to have a petticoat, and then you have to have the big dress, and there's a big lace-up corset at the back.
That's a lot of pieces. Is it hot?
It's really hot and itchy.
Yeah, it's really hot and itchy, totally. And what about on your feet? Do you wear just regular slippers, or do you have something special for your costume?
No, we wear our ballet tights. We wear a light-colored bodysuit that won't be seen under the costume, and we just wear our ballet shoes.
Who's coming to see you this year in this?
My grandparents, some of my school friends, and my parents.
Nice. So they're all going to be there. What do you love about the holiday season? Outside of this, it's a big time of year, right?
Presents, food, and seeing people having fun when they open my presents.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that whole giving thing when somebody lights up, right?
Yeah, I wrapped my presents for my siblings last night. I have 3 siblings.
Oh, I love that. You want to shout them out on the radio? What are their names?
Nicola, Lachlan, and Neve.
Very nice. So I heard today that you got dressed for the interview. People can see this. You've got the cutie patootie sweater on. I love it. What's on your sweater? Lean back so we can see the little... Oh, it's a penguin.
It's
Look
a
how cute.
penguin.
Look how cute he is. Oops, the mic is blocking his face. Slide this way, Tessa. Yeah, you can move the mic. You're a performer, so you know how to do this. Look at that little penguin. So cute. Everyone's in their holiday stuff today. But I heard, slide your mic back now, and we'll get you to tell us this. You're actually not wearing that to school.
No, it's PJ Day.
Oh, it's PJ Day, people. It's Friday. So do you get out early today and then you're gone for the holidays?
Yeah, I go out at lunch.
Oh, that's awesome. Happy holidays. So excited that you came to give us this backstage look at the Nutcracker. And I guess before you go, when we're watching you on stage as an angel, does she have a personality? Because there's 8 angels, I think I said. So when you go and play her, is yours a happy angel, or is she a troublemaker, or what's going on?
Well, they're not troublemakers. They're all happy. And then they're like, Drosselmeyer says, okay, we're going to make a cake. And then he just makes a small cake with his hands. And we're just like, okay, we're good with that. And he's like, okay, fine. Let's do a big cake. And then we all get super excited, and we're clapping and nodding and jumping about. Yeah, and then and then one other angel comes on with the cookbook, and we're like trying to see what he's reading. We're like, oh. Yeah, and then so he tells us to go and get ingredients, and then he forgets to add the sugar. And then so So 2 angels go taste it, and then they're like, ew, it's gross. And then we all start crying.
You've got a lot of emotions to navigate in this role, young lady. It sounds like you're going to do them all beautifully. Happy holidays.
You too.
Thank you for coming in. It's nice to meet you. Tessa Jones playing an angel in the RWB's version of the Nutcracker for this holiday season. Well, this is Manitoba, and of course, this season can be a lot about merriment and laughs and friends and family, but it can also be a season for music. Whether you like it or not, you're hearing all those carols. But there's this niche category of holiday tunes that we're going to learn more about next on the podcast. They might be rarely played in the middle of a cocktail party, but I'm talking about music that is more sad. They're meant to make listeners feel less than merry, these songs. CBC's Cory Friesen has a look at the sad songs of Christmas.
I love Christmas. Always have, always will. The glistening lights, the generous gift-giving, the joy-filled memories.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
But when it comes to Christmas music,
If there'll be snow.
I, Cory Friesen, Christmas cheer aficionado, am obsessed with sad Christmas songs. They're my go-to during December. Playlist titles include Melancholy Christmas, Sad Girl Christmas, and All I Want for Christmas is Sad Christmas Music. And they all include this one song in particular.
It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. They're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
River by the one and only Joni Mitchell from her iconic 1971 album, Blue. It's one of the most heart-wrenching Christmas songs, nay, songs of all time. And it doesn't make sense. I love the holidays. I'm very happy right now. So why do I gravitate towards sad songs like River in December?
Well, she quotes a Christmas carol right off the top. Ba-da-da-da-dum.
Right.
Hey!
Neil Weisensell is a composer and professor of music at Canadian Mennonite University here in Winnipeg. He's also a big Joni Mitchell fan, so I invited him to help me figure this out.
Also, lyrics. They're cutting down trees and singing songs of joy and peace, right?
It starts positive.
Well, yeah, maybe she's not so crazy about the cutting down trees part.
Right.
This is the gal that wrote the song about Paradise in the Parking Lot, right?
I'm so hard to handle. I'm selfish and I'm sad. Now I gone and lost the best baby that I ever had. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
Have you ever skated on a river?
I have.
And it goes on forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can just disappear. And there's a little bit of an element of danger because you're not sure if you're going to fall through the ice.
Ooh.
It's not like I don't think it's a super relaxing experience. It's more a little bit of a daredevil going in there.
A bit of an escape.
Yeah, definitely. So those are the few of the things that go through my mind.
Why do you think sad Christmas music works or exists?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, it's very dark. It's very cold right now. That's kind of part of it. You know, we're being told that we need to be happy and we need to be told that we need to buy stuff for our friends and family. And so there's a little bit of pressure that we feel from capitalism. And everybody's supposed to be happy. And if you're not happy, it's like, well, you know, A, you feel bad. B, you feel bad that you feel bad. So when there's songs that resonate with people and songs that can reflect the kind of stuff that you're feeling that affects you in a way that maybe we're not all aware of, like I'm a nerd, so I'm listening to chord progressions and melodies and that kind of stuff. So one of the songs that you sent me, when she said the word happy, there was a minor chord.
It's meant to be the happy time of year.
I sent Neil a short playlist of some of my favorite sad Christmas songs. On the list is a cover of Merle Haggard's If We Make It Through December by Phoebe Bridgers.
Wow, like that kind of subliminal thing. If you're a nerd like me, you'll understand what she's doing. But for most people, it's just like, oh, something happened there. There was a mood change, even on that one word, especially on the word happy. So those are some of the things that I notice.
Everything's gonna be alright, I know. It's the coldest time of winter.
So, there's a few reasons I like sad Christmas songs, and I'm definitely not alone in my obsession. Just type in Sad Christmas on any streaming service, and the proof is in the sad Christmas pudding.
Did I make you cry on Christmas Day? Did I let you down like every other day?
But could it be possible that I'm spending too much time under the melancholy mistletoe?
Well, I think, that's a good question. Yeah, how much is too much?
Dr. Maggie Penfold is a registered clinical psychologist. She has a special interest in how the holiday season affects our thoughts and feelings.
I definitely wouldn't say it's unhealthy. Sad music generally, I think, speaks to the full range of human experiences that we'll have. It lets us, in a way, approach difficult life experiences, difficult emotional experiences in a way it's at a little bit of a psychological distance. Even though it's supposed to be the most joyous time of year, we might notice there are some Christmas songs that we find more comforting than others. And I think, just for me personally, I do find some of the sadder ones a bit more comforting.
That's good. That makes me feel much better about my about my sad Christmas music obsession.
Yeah, you're not alone. No, I do. I hear that from a number of different people. They really love their sad Christmas songs and more generally sad music. There's a lot of really fantastic music out there that if you really sit down and listen to the lyrics, it's quite sad. It's quite heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. And yet we love it.
You'll be doing all right with your Christmas white, but I have a blue Christmas.
For CBC Radio, I'm Chloe Friesen.
I love that piece from Chloe. I'm also a big fan of The River and all of the various artists that have covered that beautiful tune, right? Well, let's invite the team back, Cory and Abi, because this is actually our last podcast of 2024.
That's true.
Yeah,
Just felt like yesterday when we started.
Yeah, so, but we've all aged a year, and maybe Abi can still play Baby Jesus. I'm still on that.
I played Teenage Jesus at some point.
Okay,
My parent put me on the
now?
show still.
Who's Teenage Jesus?
I don't like there's somewhere in the storyline that it was a teenager.
Wasn't he a baby and they kind of skipped to adulthood in the Bible generally? And
we just wanted to piece the story together. My mom is like, find a spot for my son.
I knew that we would not be able to let this go. We've had the whole podcast. We're still talking about it. It's been awesome working with you two, and I guess we're all back in the new year.
Yeah, will.
Yeah, this is Manitoba. And don't forget to follow and share if you like what you hear. And follow us into 2025.